diaper during the night. Now, as I just mentioned, the way that I come up with the topics that we're going to discuss is questions that I'm often asked. If lots of people are asking a question, then that's information that they want answers to. So that is one way. Another way is I'll read articles. Obviously, I'm kind of hone into anything sleep related. And there was an article I saw. I'm not going to name the website where I saw it. And it was about, should you change your child's diaper during the night? And for me, it was kind of a no-brainer that you should change your child's diaper during the night. But this article was the exact opposite. And it was saying, no, under no real circumstances should you change your child's diaper during the night. Unless they've maybe got a rash, and then maybe you should. And I was, my jaw just hit the floor, and I was thinking, why would you not? So let's really think about this. If your child is, number one or number two, depending if they've peed or if they've pooed, okay? Now, your child is, if they're in a diaper, they're constantly kind of peeing, aren't they? Especially when they're really, really young. When they're really, really young, and we're talking newborns up to about kind of, even beyond sort of 6 months old, even totally depends on the child, but they poop a lot. I mean, just like a lot. An awful lot. It's just like non-stop sometimes. And I think that the idea of leaving a child in a dirty diaper is just kind of horrible. Just because it's nighttime, it's kind of horrible. And your child is more likely to get a diaper rash because they have that, it's against the skin. Now, I heard some people say, well, you can just put a cream on their bottom, and then, it's a barrier cream, and then that's not touching the skin. It's kind of horrible, don't you think, to just kind of leave your child in a poopy diaper just because it's nighttime? Now, I understand that changing your child's diaper during the night is going to wake them up. Of course it is, because you're stripping them off, and then you're wiping, you're cleaning their butt, and obviously that's going to kind of wake you up. And then it's going to take longer for you to get your child back down to sleep, of course, because they're more awake. But I think if you look at this, then the gentle part of parenting is kind of respecting your child. And this is kind of basic, changing your child's diaper when it needs changing. And that could be at 2 a.m. or at 2 p.m. or it could be at 11 p.m. and again at midnight, and then again at 2, and then maybe 4, and then 5:30. It could be all of those times, but I really strongly suggest that you not ever leave your child in a dirty diaper, because it's just, would you do that with an elderly person? No, you wouldn't. Would you do that? No, you wouldn't. Just change the diaper, regardless of those whatever crazy articles that you're reading. No, just change your child's diaper during the night. It is just, let's just not get into diaper rash and everything else that can come with it. This is something that as well, I realize that people have quite strong opinions on, myself included, which I wasn't necessarily expecting. But I honestly thought that I was shocked when I read this article that was saying, no, don't do it. You shouldn't do it at nighttime. And I was very shocked. Just change your child's diaper. This is a real short masterclass, because there's nothing really, it's common sense. If your child has pooped, change the diaper. And if they're really, really wet as well, obviously change the diaper. There's nothing worse than for your child waking, because what happens is your child pees, and if the diaper leaks, that gets cold very quickly, and that's just super uncomfortable, and that's going to wake your child up. And then you've got to change their pajamas, probably the sleep sack that they're wearing, maybe the sheets, and then it's just kind of, it's changing way more things. If your child is wetting through their diaper during the nighttime, you may try going up a size, because a bigger size is going to be able to hold more. Or it may be worth then going in before you go to bed and doing a diaper change. At that time of the night, your child is going to be in a deep sleep. When your child is woken from a deep sleep because you're doing a diaper change, which of course is going to happen, for some children it doesn't. They will remain asleep even throughout this, especially at this time of night. Because they're in a deep sleep, it will be easier for them to get back to sleep. Much easier than if you don't do that diaper change and then they wake at 4:30 or 5 a.m. because they've wet through. That's going to be much harder for them to get back to sleep. You're going to have to be waking them up much more because you're having to change so much more. You're changing all the bedding, pajamas, everything, and that's going to be really hard for them to get back down to sleep, because we don't get back into a deep sleep after around 4 a.m. We bounce around in much lighter sleep cycles, preparing to get up. It's hard when you're woken from a deep sleep to just kind of get up and go. If you're waking your child up to do a diaper change, obviously don't try to wake them up, but you're going to do a diaper change, then you want to do it at that earlier part before you go to bed. They should then be okay until morning time. If you're going in and you're feeding and their diaper feels really, really full, I would definitely change it. If it's dirty, most certainly, just change it. If you can change the diaper before the feed as well, they're more likely to be able to go back to sleep after they have had the feed, because feeding during the night makes you super sleepy. So doing that diaper change at the beginning, before you do the feed. Sometimes this can be a little bit challenging, because if your child is woken and they're hungry, they can be pretty hangry, and they can they may be upset because you're doing this and they just want to have a feed. But then I think everybody will be back to sleep much quicker than if you do the feed and then the diaper change. You're just going to wake them up after you've got them nice and sleepy, or even potentially back down to sleep. Diaper change, then feed, then they're back to sleep. Some people, if their child is wetting through the diaper, will also double diaper. I don't know if anybody has tried that, but diaper on top of a diaper is another way. Some people have much more success with cloth diapers or with disposable diapers. It's trying different things. Some people struggle with cloth diapers when their child is rolling over, likely to, especially for boys, maybe they're wetting through, likely to wet through, and just sort of a bit more than during the day. So again, diaper change will maybe really helpful. Putting boosters in at nighttime, you can go buy those, and you can even buy, for disposable diapers, boosters that go in. I've had a few families who've used these during the night. You can just get them on Amazon, but you can get everything on Amazon, and it's just a booster that just goes in, so it's just an extra layer of absorbent that goes in. It actually works really well. Plenty of ways to not leave your child in a dirty diaper during the night. Thank you for joining me for this week's mini masterclass.